All right, everybody, go ahead and turn to page 147. We're going to do something a little similar to the last one that we did, but this time we're going to get the points off of her graph in order to find the rate. So she gives us a plot, but none of the numbers. We can do this, though. So she gives us the walking speed for two people. T is in minutes and D is in miles. Our task is to fill in the two ratio tables below. To make that easier, they're actually not ratios, they're rates because it's miles per minute. Anyways, to make that easier, first find the dots that are placed exactly on the line so that you can easily read the coordinates. So, person 1 is the red dot. By the way, because you have a black and white book, the red dots are the ones on the top. Alright? So, I've recreated some of this graph here. Of course, I want my overhead projector, but I don't have it yet. I will certainly look forward to seeing it soon, though. All right, so I want to do person 1, the red dot, and then I think you can do the blue dot. So we're supposed to fill in the table, and I went ahead and filled in the bottom numbers already, in T and minutes. So go ahead and do that. Go ahead and fill in this is for person number 1, and that's the red dots, which are the top ones, and go ahead and fill in those up to 100. So she says, let's find some numbers that are exactly on lines in order to make this easier. So if you look at the graph that's going up more, that's the red line, the red dots. Look at when T is 30 minutes. Do you see what that dot is at? It's exactly at the number 2 on D. So I tried to replicate that on here. When it was T is 30, then this red dot is right at 2, okay? So when T is 30, the red dot, and maybe I should do this in red, wouldn't that be cool? The red dot, the red dot person went 2 miles, okay? So another one that I see that is exactly on where 2 of those graph paper grid lines meet is at 60. Do you see at 60 on your graph with the T? When you go up at 60, the red dot is at 4. The D is at 4. Okay, so at 60 minutes, this is at 4. And then the other one is at 90 minutes. 90 minutes, that one is exactly at 6, okay? So because the other ones we would have to estimate and kind of figure it out. But the other way we can do this is with math. So it says from some of the points you will need to use fractions and mixed numbers. So if I want to find out, if I know that this person went 2 miles in 30 minutes, and they're obviously assuming that this person's going the same speed the whole time, so to get from 30 minutes to 10 minutes, I can divide this by 3, right? 30 divided by 3 is 10. So I have to do the same thing with the 2. I have to divide it by 3. 2 divided by 3 is 2/3, okay? So now, let's, I know, Sydney, that you just love this and love making a mess and try to figure this out. So this is 2/3 miles in 10 minutes. So how many would they go in 20 minutes? Well, to go from 10 to 20, I multiply that by 2. And to go, so then I have to multiply the top by 2, or the 2/3 by 2. 2/3 times 2 equals 4/3, which is the same as 1 1/3. And you can kind of look on the thing, and you can see at T is 20, that red one is at about 1 1/3. So I just have a big mess over here, but you're going to like that. It's going to be great. All right, so now how do I figure out how far this person goes in 40 minutes? So what I do is I strategically look at these bottom numbers to find out which ones I could multiply into 40 evenly. So like 30, I wouldn't choose, because 30 times nothing really equals 40. But I could do either 10 times 4 equals 40, or I could do this 20 times 2. It doesn't matter to me, so we'll do 20 times 2 equals 40. So then I have to take this top number, which is either 1 1/3 or 4/3, and I have to multiply that by 2. I'd rather take the 4/3 times 2, so let me just do that. 4/3 times 2 is the same as 2 over 1, so 4 times 2 is 8, and over 3. 8/3 goes here, and that's the same as, let's see, 2 and 2/3, and you can check and see if that's right, but I'm sure it is. All right, so get another color here. So to get to 50 on the bottom, which one should I choose? See, this is maybe the trouble, is that we have lots of things to choose from, and sometimes we just want to say, okay, this is how we do it. But with this guy, you could do it 2 ways. You can either multiply this guy by 5 to get up to there, or you can add the 10, because it's 10 minutes, and the 40 minutes. So however far they go in 40 minutes and however far they go in 10 minutes, you add those 2 up. That actually might be the easiest, because 2 and 2/3 plus 2/3 is going to give me 3 and 1/3. And you can check for sure if that's right. And you can check on the graph too, but it looks good. So to get to 70, you can add the 50 plus the 20. You can multiply this one by 7. It doesn't matter to me. So you can go ahead and do that on your own. And then you can also figure out person number 2. And you want to choose, once again, there's a few of those dots that are on that are even numbers. And so you would use that information to fill this out, all right? And actually, they're right here. So it's at 40 and 60 and 90. So go ahead and do that for person B. What is the speed of the first person in miles per hour? Well, how many minutes are in an hour? These are in minutes. So what I need to do is to go to 60 minutes, because that's the same as 1 hour. So this person is going, the red person, so A, the red person is going 4 miles in 60 minutes, which is the same as 1 hour. So 4 miles per hour. Okay, so we can do the B probably. What is the speed of the second person in miles per hour? Well, actually, just look at the graph, because at 60 minutes for the blue person, which is the lower dots, that one is at 3. So that person went 3 miles. Do you see that? So that's the 60. It's at 3. So this one is 3 miles per hour, because they went 3 miles in 60 minutes. So stay tuned for a couple more word problems.